I'm really trying to stay on point today and it's not working. I'm very sorry. Hi everybody. Um, Welcome to my knitting channel. Today is clue 2 reveal of Stephen West Knits Musikal Mystery Knit Along. And I'm trying to get in and out real quick because I'm not done. And clue 3 comes out tonight. Well, like 4 a.m. my time. So I have one. I'm on my last stripe repeat of clue 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm on 1, and then I have 2 and 3. So I will be done. It's not going to be a problem. I really like this week's clue because I've never done short rows this way. With the close the gap, very interesting. Please stop licking. Hi, stop. Weirdo. Hi, weirdo. He gave me cat ears. I've never done the close the gap. I've never done them this way. I typically do German short rows, which still confuse me because every time I turn around, I'm like, wait, how did I do this? Like, it always goes over. And then I'm like, I turn around and I get on the other side. I'm completely confused with what I'm doing. I'm not a fan of short rows. I don't like them. Can we get on to clue 2? This is taking forever. Okay, so what side am I on? This is clue 2. So clue 2 is my 3 colors are purple, blue, green, and then the black is in between them. I'm going to try and get this to not hit the microphone. So the black is in between them. I'm trying to get to where you're seeing. Okay, so that's the last. I want to make sure you're able to see. This is the short. Hold on. This is the short side. Let me show you. Let's take it this way and show you the taller side. Is that better? Can you see that? Okay, so yeah, you're seeing right here. So the pink, the purple, the blue, and the green, and then there is a black eyelet in between. Let's see. So I like that it's backwards. It's the reverse rainbow, right? Because it would be green, blue, purple for the rainbow. So I like the order. I didn't change the order. I would have liked it to be green, blue, purple, but we started with our last color over here, which for me was purple. This is why I picked black to be the C color, because he told us C was going to be in between all of the other colors. So I've been waiting for this, and it looks fantastic. I'm so excited. It looks so great. I am holding a strand of mohair with the black, but it's like not the best mohair. I think it got fried, which is weird because I have dyed mohair a ton of times, but this time got like kind of melted. Do you see? It's not like, here, I'll compare it with this nice mohair from someone else. And I don't know what happened because I was not overly, I did not do it any differently than I do other ones. Oh, you're not going to be able to see because that one's too bright. What if I do it like, no, then you can't see the black. Oh. Okay, we'll see how this one's kind of fluffy and see how this one's not. Let's put it right here next to my jacket, which I made, by the way. This is Ice. I think it's called Ice by Nitty. So see how these are very fluffy and these are not. So this is like long-haired cat and short-haired cat. So I don't know what happened. I didn't do it any differently than I did, and the other ones I did at the same time did not come out like that. So I think there was something going on with that, just that skein. So that's been sitting in my stash for a while because it was going to be a waste. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I didn't just throw it out, but I probably thought, oh, I'll use it for something. Like maybe I'll use it for something for the dogs or something, like maybe something. And so since it really doesn't matter, it's just lace, I just stuck it in there just to kind of use it. And I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It does not look as good as this. You can see this has a very nice halo. It's very pretty. And then there's this that's just like not giving off any. I'm not. You can kind of see if you look at it sideways, you can kind of see a little bit. Not even fuzziness, maybe just out of focus. But it'll bulk up the lace, which will make the sweater warm or the shawl warmer. So that was really, I just did it to use it up. But I love how low contrast this is. I wonder how this is going to show up for you. But I'm kind of now regretting that I did this really light with the green. But I mean, maybe it'll look better when it's all done. But this green is so gorgeous, and so I thought it was so pretty here too. And here I'm like, ugh, it's a little bit yellower. But I like to see how mohair changes, because you can use like a solid color. I have hair in my eyeball and it hurts. Mohair really changes when you hold it with another color, it really has the ability to change the color. And it's very interesting, at least to me, that you can have this dark of a green, right? And you layer it work it with a lighter mohair, and you can completely change the color of it. Just completely change it. That's really, that's why I love working with mohair. I love experimenting with the different colors and using, like, if you use a solid mohair and a variegated yarn, or use a variegated mohair and a solid yarn, you get two different, it's just different every time you use it, and it's really a lot of fun. The only way it looks the same is if they're both black. And with this mohair, because the mohair is solid black, you're not seeing the tonal in the black I'm using, because there is some tonal. You see that? There's some light and dark. But with that solid black, with the solid black mohair, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. That just looks solid black. Solid black, black, black. And you can very well see these, especially the green. Sorry, I'm covering the microphone. You can see that especially the green is tonal. You can see the lighter and the darker bits. The purple, I think, is easier to see in person. With the naked eye, you can actually see. Hey, be quiet. What is it? Is there a chipmunk? She loves chipmunks. She's usually crying for chipmunks. So this green is just gorgeous, but then there's also some tonal in the blue, and the purple gets darker, not lighter. Um, so it's harder to see that, but you do see it in person. I really like this clue, even though I hate stripes. I knew there's going to be stripes and probably short rows. But I'm enjoying doing the short rows this way. It's a lot of counting, which I hate. Well, only the counting the one time, I guess. Um, I'm so glad that it's garter and not stockinette, because I'd lose my mind if it was stockinette. So I'm glad it's just he does a lot of garter in the MCALs. I think there's usually lots of garter, and then there's not usually. I'm trying to think if there's some stockinette, but not like a ton of it. But there is usually a lot of garter, and then other weird stitches. I have no idea what's coming next, because he was saying, which way does it go? And I'm like, I don't know which way does it, because this does not look like the top. This is my guess. My guess is this, but then it's off center. If this is the point of the shawl, if it's a triangular shawl, which I don't think it's he does not usually do triangular shawls. So I know it looks, everything's woven in. I just don't cut till it's blocked. So I'm, make sure it all gets hidden. I don't know how. I don't know the shape of it. Is it going to be some weird trapezoidal? Wait, this looks straight. This looks straight. Is it going to be like an arrow? So then clue 1, the first scallop is going to be a corner. Like is it dotted rays? It's a dotted rays that kind of goes that way. I don't know where it's going. This is my guess because this is the flattest part. So this says top of shawl. The flattest part screams top of shawl to me. So then I don't know what's going on here because he made this part shorter, so I'm assuming something's going to happen here. Right? Because this is puckering. Is this going to be left to pucker? Or is this... I don't know. I don't understand modular knitting, so I don't know where we're going. What do you think the next... I don't know. I'm very excited to see. And it looks like everyone got done on time, too. So that's good that everyone has caught up. I almost, when I was here and my stitch counts was wrong, but it ended up not even mattering. I was seriously thinking of restarting because I hated this mohair so much that I wanted to take it out and start it over. And my husband's like, don't do that. And I'm like, I'm never going to wear this. It doesn't matter. I'm never going to wear it. It's going to be like all my other ones. I'll hang it on the wall and look at it and then be like, oh, I hated that mohair. Because I said I wasn't going to do the mohair dare. And then I ended up doing it because I found green mohair. And I should have just stuck with, don't do the mohair dare because you're just going to not like it. I like the mohair dare if it's black. It's the only time I like it is if it's black. And then this mohair sucks, so I don't care. Anyway, here's clue 2. Very excited. Having a lot of fun in this one. I had a flare the last few days, so I would be done already, but I flared, and it has not been a good time for me. And then next week they're coming to fix the floors on the day I'm supposed to record, so I'll probably record the day after, which is going to be a pain because I'm going to want to start the new clue and I'm not going to be able to until I record. So let's record on the Tuesday, but he's not going to be here. Okay. We'll see what happens. I'll try my best to get clue 3 done quickly. But yeah, no clue no idea where it's going. I'm trying to think of ones I've seen that I liked. I saw somebody else I haven't really looked at anyone's this week because I've been flaring. I've been, in bed not happy. So I did see someone, a dyer. I'm trying to think of who it was, and she was doing some type of her own colorway, like vampire or something. And it was similar to mine, but it was like low contrast, but it was blue and reds, I think. And I don't even remember who it was. I follow a lot of indie dyers, so I don't remember who it was. But that's the only one I've seen that was low contrast, like mine, that was not shades of gray. Um, Seen a lot of like normal, lot of not normal, lot as usual, lots of colorful ones, and I'm like, ugh. Sometimes I can appreciate all the color and be like, oh, if I liked colors, that would be nice. Especially if they're pastels. I love pastels. I love looking at pastels. So whenever there's a pastel MCal, I always follow it to see what happens. Um, but I didn't look this week to see what everyone else is doing because I was not feeling well. So anyway, yeah, I'm still getting over flaring, which is awful. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say, and I really want to get this done. Thank you for the messages and comments I got about the poison ivy. I'm not even kidding you. He has it on his arm. He went out and did something somewhere else. Not even the tree. It's not even the down tree. He was putting in a drain. He was shoveling to put a drain in, and he's got it on his arm. And he's like, there wasn't any poison ivy. I don't know how I got it. I know, I shouldn't laugh. And I know it's not funny. I know he's in a lot of pain. It's just like, it's like he. I've never seen anyone have such a reaction to, and it's only funny because it's not life threatening. Like I realize that allergies are a big deal, and people get really hurt, but there is poison ivy all over the place. I don't know how we're gonna get anything done outside if he's this. And so, also, I'm afraid to touch anything now, and I'm not sure I've ever had poison ivy because I don't go outside. And also, I don't know what it looks like, so I could like roll around in it and I wouldn't even know because all I know is mittens, and I don't really know what that means. But like I said with my plant app, I'm like, this isn't poison ivy. Why does it say it's poison ivy? I still didn't touch it. I was like, my plant app must be wrong. So now I'm just like, everything. Everything. I just take a picture of everything. Is this poison ivy? I'm just going to believe it now. When it says poison ivy, I'm going to go, yes, this is. It could be, I don't know. I don't know flowers. So it could be like a daisy. It could be a sunflower because that's probably what I've seen the most out here because of the stupid chipmunks taking my bird seed and planting sunflowers in my pots. It's so annoying. Anyway, I could probably, if I took a picture of a sunflower and this plant app told me it was poison ivy, I would not touch it. I'd be like, that is now poison ivy. Don't touch anything. Like, I don't know how we're going to get work done out here. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done outside. I don't know how any of it's getting done if he can't. If What if we both get poison ivy? I don't know. Like, I don't know how you eradicate it from 4 acres. Or even, like, I don't know how much land we're actually using, because a lot of it's behind here, and it's not cleared. It's just trees. But, like, of the front yard and this backyard, I don't know how easy it would be to keep the poison ivy. out of this place. Like if every year we have to like walk the perimeter and make sure nothing's coming in. I don't know. I think you probably have to like piecemeal it, like start small and venture out from where you've eradicated it. That's what I would assume. And I know not to burn it. Because I was like, why don't you just set on fire? Just set like controlled fire and let everything burn out. And then you could just reseed everything, right? No, you can't burn it. That's bad. Don't burn it. Okay, I'm leaving. Because this is 30 minutes and this was supposed to be like a 10-minute long thing, and I don't want to edit it because tomorrow I'm going to get clue 3 and I'm going to be doing it, and I want to get clue 2 done. So somewhere tonight I got to edit this and get it up. So I'm leaving. I will see you next week with hopefully a finished clue 3 and maybe some excellent looking lashes. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Okay? Goodbye.